And hello everybody to another Peace Lord Apropos. Today we're actually doing a roster review. I am completely behind on these, and this is completely out of order. However, I was talking to my fleet mate here, Mr. Spartanmax77, and in the middle of general chat on our fleet chart, I started teaching him how to do better in fleet. I noticed immediately that not only did he get stronger, but so did everybody else. So here's something a little special just for him. As you can see, I'm right behind him in ships. He is actually the payout ahead of me, and normally the person I take first place from, unless he's having one of those days that we all have where you just don't make it. He is one of the players that finds Fleet more interesting than regular Arena, which is nothing wrong with that. Just one of few out there. I found the joys of Fleet payout. That's why I like Fleet. So we're going to go take a look at his stuff here, see what we can do to help boost him up. Yes, it'll make his fleet stronger, but that's okay. Theoretically, I should be getting stronger so I can fight him too. That's the best part. So when I did a first quick look over of your roster here, I noticed that you're pretty spread out. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there are definitely some easy areas to work on. One thing is Wampa, my friend. When I go, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Wampa. We ain't got nothing, my friend. Where's your Wampa? You need a Wampa. Literally, you can solo just about any Phoenix team out there with that. Watch out for the Zetas, though. That's when it gets tricky. Anyways, so taking a look, you're kind of spread out. You don't seem to have any one squad as your main source of Zetas, with the exception of Phoenix. If I saw you in Grand Arena with that Phoenix squad, I'd think twice about my Wampa going solo. So, taking a look around, in general, I'm taking a look at all of the different places that I can go to try to help boost your different squads up, diversify your roster, help you out for Grand Arena, Territory Wars, as well as the new territory battles. Or if you're still running Hoth, there's nothing wrong with that. It takes a lot. Oh man, those Geonosians, brutal. Moving on. Bounty Hunters. Jango Fett. My friend, you need Jango Fett. I don't understand why he's only 5 stars, but I'm pretty sure that you had your Bosk. I can't even go to your Houndstooth that way. Pretty sure you got a 7-star Houndstooth. Trust me, my man. Get your Jango Fett going. You're going to find it's a lot better. Jango Fett under a Bosk, either one leadership, depending on what you're doing, with Cad Bane, Boba Fett, Bosk, Jango, Boba. Those 3 are a beautiful and amazing core of characters. When you throw in Dengar, nobody can stealth against you. And I find myself using Cad Bane because I had to do him up for his ship to get the Falcon, and he can dispel. Now, Aura Singh is a great raid character. You have both her Zetas. I'm jealous. Because I haven't been able to use her for raiding, because she just is not geared. Moving right along, peeking at your clone troopers. If you have extra resources, build up your character shards. Get Echo and Cody. Just collect their shards. Don't level them. Don't gear them. Credits are just ridiculous crunch in this game for us for the lower GP. You and me are pretty close to the same GP in terms of my Peace Lord account there. Taking a look at your droids, I can see that you have R2-D2 at 7 stars. Good job. However, you don't have him built up. He is quite literally one of the best light side characters in the game. The stuff that he does, especially on Number Crunch Zeta, is amazing. Good work on your BB-8 though, seeing him at the 7 stars with the Zeta. He is only gear 10 though, so you might want to think about adding a little bit more to him. It boosts him up well. I see your K2 is 11 because of Cassian's U-Wing. I was just saying something to somebody about that too. L337 is a co-pilot to Lando's Falcon, also a really great scoundrel tank in terms of later game development, so that's worth thinking about, as well as you've got 3 of the Separatist droids down here, Droideka, B1, Magna Guard. When you're ready for them, definitely build them up. I assume you're working on T3 for Jedi Knight Revan. Good job. That's important. Peeking at your Empire, nothing stood out to me except that you don't have your troopers. Before Geonosis, I would have had something to say about that. However, now with Geonosis, I have to admit the troopers are down on the bottom of the list. I'm almost finished farming my stars, and I'm not even thinking about gearing them yet. I look at them, it makes me sad. I want to use them. They're crazy when they get going, but I can't do anything with them. Otherwise, yeah, your Empire looks great. I'm assuming that's his leadership. Yep. Palpatine lead is great. Vader, what did you do? His lead? Okay, yeah, his lead. There's nothing wrong with that. Not as many uses, but I mean, it does boost his ship, and I know you're a ship guy, so definitely I wouldn't say much about that. Don't worry about Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commando. That ship was good for about a minute. Ewoks, you'll need these guys for 3PO. That's the next one I'm going to be going after as soon as I get Rey. You do have the correct 5 here. Elder, Logray, Paplu, oh no, you don't want Tebow. Wicket, you need Chirpa. Yes, it's another Cantina farm, and I am almost finished mine, so I know how annoying that is. When you're finished getting your Revan characters in order, you should move over to Chirpa, farm up Chirpa. Those 5, so do not use Scout and Tebow. Some people do. It is possible. It is also a lot more work and a bigger headache for you. Moving on from there, we've got First Order. You've got your BB-8, and as sad as I am to say it, First Order currently is no good. Maybe if you have extra energy, finish farming Stormtrooper. I wouldn't worry about investing more in him other than collecting shards. Episode 9 is coming at the end of the year, and every so often I hear things that make me hopeful that they're going to do something better with it. Moving on. Galactic Republic. So taking a peek at this, ignoring the clones, ignoring R2, I've already talked about them. You've got your Grandmaster Yoda. What do you got for his Zeta? Good. You don't have his leadership. Excellent. I approve. However, General Kenobi should be gear 11. Or 12. No, because you've got all the stars. No excuses. General Kenobi is the most versatile tank in the game. Not arguing about who's the best, just saying Kenobi can go in pretty much every team and make that team better. Especially if you work your way towards Padme for the eventual light side Geonosis. But I am seeing a lot of level 1s, which is good. If you're not investing in them, don't level them up. Save your resources. Don't worry about Counselor. Yes, he has a ship. Maybe with General Kenobi's capital ship. Maybe. If you're looking at things for ship's point of view, because that is your thing. Jedi Counselor has a ship. Plo Koon has a ship. Fives has a ship. Ahsoka has a ship. Rex has a ship. Oh, gee, that's interesting. They all are pretty close to the top of your list. Mace Windu, well, let's not talk about his ship. Anakin has a ship. And Clone Sergeant has a ship. It's funny, those are almost all your Galactic Republic that you've been working on. You might think that you're preparing for that. Of course, the trick is if you're running the Geonosis territory battle, if it's worth it for you and your guild, etc. Geonosians, yes, we need them now. Yes, we need the bugs. They used to be one of those, well, if you're doing ships thing. Poggle the Lesser is ridiculously easy to get to gear 11. I think I used a 1 Mark III disc for him, 1 Mark VII shields for him, and furnace, a Mark V furnace. And I think that took him to gear 11. It's unbelievable how easy it is to gear, how little it costs to do it. Troopers, I love them dearly. Ignore Magma. Unless you're... Whoops! I guess I didn't turn that off. Happy birthday to that face that just showed up. Ignore Magma. He's a triad counter, but otherwise doesn't have much use. Death Trooper is another Cantina farm that is just stupid. Jawas, don't Jawa. Jedi, you got lots of Jedi, you got lots of Zetas. You got a Jolie Zeta, good job. You got an Ezra Zeta, right on. Bastilla Zeta, good job. Kanan Zeta, well, that could work for a defensive team. Because, Foresight and stuff like, I think that's what it does. Johanny, you will need for Darth Revan when you work your way up to that. Hermit Yoda, good job. He's got 6 stars. Don't give up. Finish it. If you're sick of spending all your tokens on Yoda, spend them on Wampa. Otherwise, don't spend them. I know it hurts. I know we need gear. Don't stop your Wampa and your Yoda farm. Get them done. You need them. They're plug and play all over the place. Anakin, that farm is worth it for his character and his ship. And I'm only talking about the characters you have unlocked. If you don't have them unlocked, I don't see them, and chances are I'll forget about them. Good job. Ignore Initiate. Ignore Acolyte. Spirit is your PvP character. Throw Spirit in there in place of Talia for PvP. As long as you've got a fast Spirit, you will wreck face. Not lying. If you need another Zeta in your sisters, Mother tells in her unique. I wouldn't worry about her leadership. The sisters are great, but they're not endgame anymore. They're really good, but they're just not where everything's at. It's painful. Old Republic, Revan. You should be farming for Revan right now. Light side Revan. Dark side Revan is a harder farm. I've pushed the priority back on that one. There's a very big disagreement on that. Where you want to play your game is always what matters most. Get Revan. If you want to plan ahead for your eventual Malik mission in Zalbar, take them up, gear them up. I'm doing them right now, and I can barely spit that out. That's so much gear, it's ridiculous. Phoenix! Look at all those Zetas. Look at that. Okay, now funny thing is, the two Zetas, the best Zetas in this are Ezra and Sabine. Oh, hey, I got double tap. I forgot about that. Ezra and Sabine. Now, obviously, you're looking at ships. Sabine's ship is better than Hera's. The reinforcement on that one is definitely something that you want to think about. It shortens reinforcement time. Because we're in MILF Wars right now, it's when to time your Cassian. So, I mean, there's always that. However, I would not want to face your Phoenix team in a Grand Arena, even though I love eating Phoenix alive. Just saying. Moving on, we've got Akbar, of course, at Gear 12. You've got gold mods on him now. Good job. This is a test. We got Biggs. Okay, you're working your mods up, I see. Keep going. We had this conversation. Chewbacca does not have gold mods, my friend. Even take them to just like this gold. Doesn't have to be 6E. Obviously, 6E is better. But, I mean, we're going for realism here. Han Solo, also, you need to get his mods up. I guess one part of our conversation either didn't mention or you haven't had a chance to. Gear level makes a difference. For your Falcon to hit harder. For about a week after I told this man to take his mods, put mods on all of his ships, and make them the highest ranking mod he can make them, I had to fight him twice in arena. Like, I literally paid for it every time. It was ridiculous. It took about 6 or 7 days before I could finally beat him in one shot again. It was funny. I really do laugh about it. It's just hilarious. Old Ben, you don't have CLS. Commander Luke Skywalker. So you need Old Ben, you need Luke Skywalker, you need R2-D2. You need Leia, Princess Leia, right here. And you need Stormtrooper Han Solo right here. You should get Commander Luke Skywalker. Like, literally, that adds another Rebel team to your roster. Because his toolkit was the original overpowered character. Oh my goodness, we're at 13 minutes. I talk too much. Resistance. You need Scavenger at 7 to get Jedi Training Rey. You got BB-8. You got Finn. Finn's amazingly good. Don't say to him anymore. Rogue One. This is basically your fleet right here. And what a surprise. All your fleet characters are there. Oh, man. Gear to take Scarif up. That's brutal. Scoundrels. So you got a mix of just about everything here. Veteran Smuggler Han is at 6 stars. Ouch. Chewie, 6 stars. Finish him off. You need those for Jedi Training Rey. You also need Scavenger Rey. Do not forget about her. Kira is a definite leader for them. If you can get her going, that'll give you another team. Kira with Zalbar, with Mission. I'm working with what you have, not with what I've told you to get for other things. Like L3 is great, but not a priority. You can use those 3 plus more, and I'll help you out depending on where you want to go. I mean, by all means, message me. Separatists, these guys are big if you're doing the Geonosis territory battles. Depending on where your guild is at, they're not important if you're not doing them right now. It's very important. Build your roster up so that you've got the power behind it. Like right here, I don't see Treya. I don't see... Well, there's Scion. There's Nihilus. So if your guild's not running Heroic Sith, that's a big source of gear right there, as well as Treya. I mean, she's not meta now, but she's huge. Moving on to Sith Empire, that's Darth Revan territory. Honestly, I would not recommend Darth Revan for you right now, but it's how you want to play the game. I know you like fleets. Fleets, L3. These two guys, I wouldn't gear them anymore. Do not invest any more in them except for star level. They're not worth it. Many people have tried, and only the really guys at the really top end. Why am I in this tab? Really top end, worry about that. Okay, so that's it for those guys. Moving over to your ships. ETA2, yeah, he's going to be part of the... I forgot you can't move over with him. He's going to be part of... Hi, stop it. He's going to be part of the Galactic Republic fleet. Of course, you've got Millennium Falcon, Houndstooth, Cassian Z-Wing, Phantom 2. I see reinforcements are in good shape. I wouldn't worry about Biggs reinforcements so much, however, because you use Biston and you have Biston built. Definitely, I mean, either Biggs or Houndstooth are coming in for reinforcement. Ghost reinforcement, that's pretty cool. Lando's Falcon, this guy is crazy. If he comes in at the end... He gets 3 or 4 turns, depending on what reinforcement he is. He can just like level the playing field completely and utterly. You can go from being almost dead to, hey, look, we both have 2 ships. Plo, he can be pretty good in reinforcements. Of course, you've got all your bounty hunter ships because you have 7-star MILF. IG-2000 isn't worth it. Good to see. 72, good job. That's better than me. I took mine 85 for IG-88. And the Geonosian ships, yeah, obviously you've got those. That's pretty good. Poe Dameron and his, yeah, good job. He can be an absolutely brutal hard hitter coming in. Umbaran Starfighter can be also good if we're going to end up in the Galactic Republic fleet. That's what you want. Then I also took a look at your mods. Now, I don't think you were doing much with your mods before we started talking. However, now looking at your mods... Your speed should be on your arena team. Taking a look at this here, your Yoda looks like it should be on your arena team. I don't remember. I suddenly forget. Of course, you're going to have some of your characters like Bosk because he's fleet. We'll talk about mods, my friend, because that's really something it's situational. It depends on what you're using, how you're using them. Yoda could either be really fast or really slow, depending on his offense, etc. So, there you go, my man. That is a whole bunch of talking about you. Lots to digest. I suggested a lot. First things first, I want to get your arena team up. When you get Revan instead of Bastilla, you will find you do a lot better. Also, you need lots of speed on Hermit Yoda. You want health and speed on Jolie. And you'll probably want offense on Yoda and crit damage, crit chance on Ezra and Bastilla. I mean, make her as fast as she can be. She'll probably be dead before she does anything. Well, no, you're not on the Bastilla team. That's true. But we can help you get higher in there and get some crystals out of your arena. Anyways, that's Apropos roster review. Oh my goodness, 18 minutes. I hope it's helpful, my friend. Spartan, hats off to you. I'll see you in Fleet Arena later.